Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. I pray that God's rich blessings will be upon you. Joseph, after he had dinner with his brothers, he sent them away with all the grain that they came to buy, but he did a little extra. He put all of the money that they had brought back in each man's sack. But in Benjamin's sack, not only did he put the money, he put his own personal cup, or had it put in there. When the brothers had gotten a substantial distance away from the palace, Joseph sent his servants to go and track them down because they stole the money and they stole the cup. Well, when the servants of Joseph caught up with them, they said, "If you find a cup with any of us, let that brother die, and the rest of us will become your servants, your slaves." You know, sometimes we put pretty harsh sentences upon ourselves with brash and rash promises that really and truly we don't really want to keep. And so Joseph has them brought back, and they stand before him, and they plead their case. And lo and behold, it turns out that Joseph reveals himself to them as their brother Joseph. Remember, they sold him into slavery. But Joseph tells them in chapter 45 and verse 8, "Don't be grieved in your own spirit. What you did was evil, but it was God who brought me down to this place." I think that God is at work in your life and in mine if we will allow it. Even yesterday, when I shared with you about my stealing a softball glove or attempting to steal it, I say I stole it. God has used that story in my life for me to tell people, look, I'm a preacher. I'm a preacher of the gospel of Jesus Christ. But I wasn't always a righteous man. Even today, as a Christian, I still struggle with certain sins in my life. I still struggle just like you do, trying to quit bad behavior, bad thoughts. I happen to be a grumbler, and I talk underneath my breath, and I say things to people that aren't there that I wish I could say to them in person, but I'm pretty sure I never will, because it would hurt their feelings and maybe even cause a deep separation between me and other people. I pray that God's rich blessings will be upon you, that you don't make brash decisions and promises, but that you, A, admit that you're a sinner. They were sinners. Man, they sold their brother into slavery. They told their dad that he was dead and eaten by wild animals. It broke Dad's heart. They are going to have to confess that, and we'll see that probably next time. Well, and B, they're going to have to believe that the God that was the God of Joseph when he was 17, that said that they were going to bow down before him. They bowed down before him. What God says is going to come to pass. And C, if you want to serve God, if you want to go to heaven when you die, if you want to be a man and a woman of valor, of good witness, you have to be totally committed to the Lord Jesus Christ today. I pray that you'll continue to be blessed by these videos as I work to try and share Jesus with you and a little bit of our heritage as Christians.